Alright, we have another video we're working on. Just got this other radio today and we're going to do some testing. So I got it on the bench over here in front of me. So we'll go over to there and we're going to just kind of go through some stuff on it. So, come over here. Make sure we're in the view here. I'm trying to do different filming lately, guys. Trying to do a better job. So we've been using different cameras and things like that, and OBS Studio and screen captures and whatnot. So bear with me. I'm not a professional. My name is not Crash Course 2.0. Crash Course 2.0 offline. This is Crash Course 2.0 offline. Over. Okay. So this radio here is absolutely tiny. We get a couple of other radios to weigh in on the subject. Let me get my UB5R. Oh, we don't really want this one, but I'm looking for the regular one. Where in the hell? Sometimes you just need a bow fang. The UB5R. There it is. Okay. So, we have lots of different radios here, guys. Let's take a look. Maybe that gives you an idea of the size of this radio.
Yeah, Kyle, so our target continued on Main Road. He did not pick Lake Shore. He is still heading north
Our
on
target.
Main Road. I think we need to move. I don't know if he's going to go to his 42 now.
These guys are going after somebody today.
Robert, why don't we start moving towards Chino, and then we'll figure out another plan.
Only on the scanner can you hear this kind of stuff, guys. I'm very distracted with the topic on the scanner. Okay, let's take something like this. Look at that.
10-9-4-135. We may have a second vehicle tailing our suspect car.
So, look at how... Okay, you see that right here? There's that. Look at this radio.
Thank you. Have a good night.
So the radio itself is kind of big that way, but it's not as wide. It's really wild how they made it so narrow. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a radio that small. I mean, look at that. So, basically, it kind of reminds me of one of those really, really small cell phones they had for a while.
On to 89A. He's not taking Robert Road.
It's almost like a candy bar size.
135, you copy? Yeah, 10-4.
These guys are chasing somebody, like, covertly on the scanner.
28 Sun Gupton motorcycle, 0, Frank, Adam, 4, David, Edgar.
Anyway, sounds like an undercover deal.
10-4, sir. Break. 213 north, returning. Sir, keep back top 2 11.
This has got to be one of the smallest radios I've ever seen.
Negative 29, valid, you
You really have to look at all these different radios to really understand how small this radio really is.
That's negative. At this point, we're pretty far behind.
It's the 470, 730,
Something like that.
the TID radio, the UV380, UV5R, Quansheng K5. So it's about as thick as the rest. The UV5R is a little thinner, and then some radios like this radio has a really big battery on it, so does this one.
11, are you westbound or eastbound?
Alright, well, let's go ahead and open up the box here and find the clip. I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of clips, but at the same time, I think they protect the radio a little bit. I keep hitting that plastic in the corner there. We need to remove the... I like to leave the plastic on these. What you can do is, usually it's just tape on the top. You can usually just pick it off. You can get it out of your way. And then you'll have a built-in screen protector after that point. Yep. I just picked it off the corner, and now we have a screen protector. So let's go ahead and back this battery out of here. This battery is heavy, guys. It really is. I'm kind of surprised.
It's still westbound, coming up to and passing Larry Caldwell now.
These clips can be a little bit of a pain in the butt. You gotta hold it down like that while you put it on there.
Vehicle is taking
If you're
northbound exit onto 89.
Not very magnetic, whatever it is.
Patrol 113, looks like HPCOC is currently 10-7. Closest camera that I have access to is at Anthem, which is also 10-7 currently.
Who the hell are they following? You can kind of negotiate this clip a little bit one way or the other. Okay. So basically, boom.
My apologies, sir. I'll get that done.
What did it say? Talking to the world.
I copy one.
That's a nice bright display. I like the white lettering. I bet you we can read that outside too.
Card.
So it's pretty easy to read out here. Go into a little bit more direct sunlight. Let's see here. Wow, you can actually read this damn thing. The sun is right there. So it's actually pretty readable. I'm surprised. Let me see here. Screen timeout is really quick. Okay, that's basically direct sunlight with the camera just like above it. So it's more readable than most radios are in direct sunlight. Very nice. So yeah, that looks pretty good outside. The only thing about this radio, I really just don't like how narrow it is. It really
Drivers being transported by the tow company.
really odd. It's not what we're used to. And I guess, you know, it is what it is. But the screen timeout is pretty fast. Let's see if we can get in the menu here.
Menu.
Can you guys see that? Let me see if you can see that. Let me zoom in. Okay. We gotta say AM airband. Let's go turn that on.
Confirm.
Sir, the new call has been created and all info attached.
Scramble. Mic gain.
Thank you very much, I appreciate it.
Breath
My
LED.
pleasure, sir. Again, my apologies.
Version ham 240817.
470. Robert is negative 29. Valid DD.
Alright, bro, thank you.
Let me move this camera. Okay. Tripod's kind of in my way. This is tricky getting this to the right angle here for you guys. So it times out. God, this thing is really in my way. Let me. Okay.
28. Menu.
Hopping RX. Brightness. Tone. Roger. Tail.
Right, 33 from 10-7, have a good day.
Timeout timer. Beep. I don't mind the beep because how many times are you gonna really sit here? Continuous. I like the backlight to never go off because then you might not know if the radio's on or not.
Confirm.
Step
Civil standby.
2.5K. I think we want 8.3, 50, 25, 10, 5. So 2.5 is the smallest you can go. And that, I guess that's the back key. Bandwidth, scan band, all. DTMF speed. 500 TX. I don't know what that would be. 350 TX. 200 TX. If you hold it down, it goes fast.
We'll agree. And, you know, better come tag George 3 Adam 961.
Pretty cool. Yeah, I'm at the wrong angle again. So,
Channel mode. Frequency mode.
I love how you can just toggle between the two.
Channel mode.
And they paid Bofang Lady to do the voice over.
Channel mode. Scanning beacon.
We have the same beacon. Such a tiny, cute little radio. I don't know. What do you guys think? I didn't know it was that small. I would have bought one of these a long time ago if I knew it was this cool. It just feels solid too. I do wish it was a little bit bigger, but like seriously. I think it feels a little more solid than these radios. And the screen's a funny shape, you know, in comparison. My big thing with radios is, like, can I read this thing outside? And that's why I really like the Quanshang radios, because I can read them outside. And the UV5Rs. Like this radio, I love this radio.
Welcome.
But it's a little hard to read outside.
Welcome. Channel mode.
So I just went outside for a second just to kind of look at the screens. And actually, they're all about the same, because they all use white lettering. So you can definitely read the frequencies on both of these.
Ma'am, I'm going to be back at the high school for graduation. Till 22.
So anyway, I don't remember about this one.
4.
I like these are like really stout radios right here. These kind of radios. It's about the size I like. I just can't believe how small this thing is. It's nuts. I mean, UV5R is pretty small already, you know. But so I'm not really sure what I want to start testing on this thing. I guess I need to figure out how to program it, and then we'll go from there on that. But I don't know, man. It's pretty cool. Now I do have the other radio. It should be delivered tonight. The Bofang 5RM, and that radio, I have no idea. It's supposed to be airband and a bunch of other things. I don't know how to quickly get to the airband on here.
470, dispatch. Area 3300, area of Belgrade Road, for heart problems, engine 311, ambulance 321, channel 7.
It's resumed scanning, which is interesting.
Scanning stop.
I wonder if their other radio is like full size, because this is not what I would call a full size radio, guys. This is really cool. But anyway, I'm gonna do some more testing. I just wanted to share with you guys what I'm up to. We'll break this down into a bunch of different videos for the hell of it, and maybe I'll do some editing and whatnot. But I need to sit down with this and play with it for a while and read the manual and all that good stuff. I don't even know how to turn on the light. It's usually... Wow, actually this light is almost not what you want to stare at, okay? Let me give you an example. This thing's hurting my eyes. Look. You see that? That's way brighter. This is too bright. Seriously. It's hard to see it on the camera, but let me go ahead and shut this thing off, man. It's hurting my eye. There is an emitter that's actually yellow that you can see in this, which is kind of crazy. They've actually put, you know, instead of just like a regular LED, It's some type of LED with a large emitter, like you would find on a flashlight. Anyway, I'm going to study this a little more, and then I'll let you know what I think. I mean, if you're looking for videos on this, there's tons of them. So, you know, this is just me doing a personal blog about the radio, more or less. We'll catch you guys later. Enjoy your Friday and be safe out there. It's Memorial Day weekend. Try not to drink and drive and do anything bad, and live another day.